If you had a good childhood, then you have heard of the game Pixel Gun 3D. But if you haven't heard of it at all, well, basically, it's like Minecraft and Call of Duty combined into one mobile game. Although, apparently it's now on Steam. I first played this game back when I was in the second grade. Specifically, June 12th, 2014 was the day my mom downloaded the game for me. So not really second grade. It was the summer leading to third grade, but it doesn't matter whether it was second or third grade, though. The thing that matters is that I've played this game for a very long time, because now I just graduated high school and I'm about to move to Alabama for college. So I've seen a lot of changes to the game. And looking back at this game back in 2014, it's definitely a lot better than what we have now. Now, the game is filled with tryhard 3-cast spammers, making casuals play like what I want to do nearly impossible. Because the only people who still play this game have all the best weapons and destroy me. But back in the day, this was one of my favorite games of all time. I remember I could only play video games on Fridays and Saturdays, and during the other 5 days of the week while I couldn't play Pixel Gun, it was the only thing that I really looked forward to. I remember the joys of getting home from school on Friday and going straight to my awful iPad that always crashes, and I would play the game and have the best time of my life. So I'm feeling a little nostalgic right now. So let's take a quick look at how Pixel Gun became once to be the most beloved game on the App Store to now a quick cash grab money game. Back when I first started playing the game, gems were not even added. The simple machine gun was called Best Friend, and you could buy ammo from the store. I played the game for 1 hour saving up coins for ammo, I remember, because I thought it would give me something good. But once I finally got enough coins and bought it, all I was met with was the disappointment of just getting some ammo and then dying straight after, which made me lose that ammo that I worked so hard for. But I still had a lot of fun with the game, even though my 7-year-old brain had no clue what was going on for the most part. But me and all my friends were playing the game, and one of my friends, Trevor, introduced me to the game. So it was all we were really talking about during our summer camp, and that was all my 7-year-old brain needed to be happy. This version of the game was peak, in my opinion. There were really only casual players. The automatic Peacemaker, Prototype, and Fiery Demon were all the best weapons in the game, and they all cost coins, which were pretty easy to obtain, so it didn't really promote pay to win. So a lot of people can get the weapons and just have fun with them. But for some reason, I never really bought these weapons, so I just kept getting killed. But I was still having fun with the game. I remember all of the really good maps, such as Ant Life, Mafia Mansion, Pirates, Aztec Temple, King of the Hill, the Colosseum, Sky Island, Atlantis, and Into the Code. And some of those maps cost coins, I remember, to buy, which was super rewarding to play on once you finally buy them. But I remember I stopped playing the game for a few months, and a lot has changed since I got back into the game. A few months later, when I decided to go back to the game, this time I was here for the long haul. I had the game from 3rd grade to about 7th grade. When I came back, gems were added to the game, Capture the Flag was out, the guns were more powerful, the game was more popular, there were Christmas maps like Santa's Workshop and Christmas Town were added, and FNAF was added to the game. And yeah, I know, it's weird. They play on a FNAF map, but I was too scared to play the FNAF map. But now that I think about it, the game has always had a balance issue, because there was always 1 or 2 guns that were just better than all other guns, and are one-shot kills. But at least back in the day, all these good weapons were easy to get, because now, all the good guns are super hard to get without paying real money. New weapons, even better than that, such as the Secret Forces rifle, dual machine guns, laser minigun, fire breath, solar cannon, pet dragon. And these all cost gems, which are extremely difficult to get at the time. So the only way to get these weapons was to spend some money. So I went to my Piggy Make, asked my mom to buy $10 worth of gems and $10 worth of coins, and paid her $20. And I got those weapons that would make me good. And I always destroyed the players with these weapons. It was a lot of fun. But I kept spending money on the game. I think I spent about $100 total, which doesn't sound like too much, but for my middle school and elementary school brain, it was a lot of money. But I loved it. It was the most fun I had playing the game. But one update really helped with getting the good guns that cost coins. It was an update where helmets were removed and there's a new health system, and the sniper category was added to the game. So, in my opinion, it was one of the biggest updates the game has seen, because it changed so much and added a lot to the game. And included with the update were new weapons that cost coins: the Judge, One Shot, Automatic Nanobot Rifle, and the Deadly Yo-Yo, which were all really good and only cost coins. But these weapons absolutely broke the game. Specifically, the Judge and the Automatic Nanobot Rifle. These weapons were so easy to use and decimated players in one hit. These weapons got so bad to the point where they were removed entirely from the game. But in this update, there was still a really good sniper that cost gems, the Anti-Hero Rifle, which was one of the best and most popular weapons in the game, and it still is. But if you played this game before, you would know about the Stormhammer that was introduced later, the most broken weapon that I can remember. If you remember this weapon, then you would know what I'm talking about. How much this weapon broke the game was insane, and it only cost coins, so you didn't really have to spend real money to buy the weapon, and it was everywhere. It was insane. But moving on from all the broken guns that were added to the game, one part that I forgot to mention was the YouTubers on this game. I remember watching these YouTubers, then playing Pixel Gun right after. My three favorite YouTubers were Echo Soldier, Exotic Gaming, and Big B. I always watched their Pixel Gun videos. But one other thing that changed for some reason in this game that was so fun was the death animations. Back when it was just an angel that floated away, and if you died from a fire weapon, then you would turn to ashes. These death animations, in my opinion, were so much better than the modern Pixel Gun death animations, because now they just ragdoll, which is way more lame than the old way you died. It just added so much more charm to the game, seeing those angels fly away when you killed them. As time passed, I saw the game lose a lot of its charm it once had, and its originality, with it once being a new, fresh idea that everyone liked, to now being an extremely pay-to-win game, with so many weapons added to the game that would cost thousands of dollars to be able to get them all. And now they introduced Battle Royale, which was made because of the explosion of the popularity from Fortnite, a Squid Game mode from the Netflix series, and an Among Us mode. All three of those modes just seem uninspired and unoriginal ways to bring back players to the game. And they have added nothing original to the game for a long time to make players want to go back to it. People loved it because of its simplicity, not for all the stuff that they now have in the game. It's sad to see once such a big part of my childhood fall into such a money trap. One example of the game becoming super pay to win is the lottery events, with it once being still very pay to win, costing around $25 to get the super chest, but you can get tons of good weapons and gadgets from these chests. But now these chests are completely a scam, making the super chests a lot more difficult to obtain and the loot in them a lot worse. Just things like this are one of the several reasons why this game met its downfall and is now only played by try-hard players who have played this game 10 hours a game. For a casual player like me who just wants to have fun, this game will just not do that anymore. Now, it's just me dying to every 3-cat spammer in the lobby. Thanks for the memories, Pixel Gun 3D, but in my opinion, this game cannot be fixed.